Good evening and welcome to Winton Woods High School. Nathaniel Hipsley and James Johnson on hand for the JV basketball game between the visiting Kings Knights and the Winton Woods Warriors. James got a good one on our hands tonight. Should be a good little matchup here. No spectators here tonight, so we're happy to provide this coverage through Waycross so that people can see it.
Right. Looks like Harris and Weisbart are going to jump it up.
You'll have to excuse us for the first quarter here as we work through a couple of things. Number of changes on the JV roster for Winton Woods, so still adjusting to some of those numbers that are out there.
Looks like King is in them.
Kings on their first offensive possession. Drive inside, and shot is no good.
Yeah, that was a nice rebound by Traymar Harris. Kings is in the 2-3 zone.
And that shot no good, so a couple of empty possessions for both sides here to start this game. Still plenty of time to work into it as the Knights have the basketball.
Yeah, Winton Woods they're in a man-to-man pressure.
Pass deflected, still caught to the outside. Now the drive inside, nice pass, and the jumper left it short.
Yeah, Kings is 8-4 on the year, and they're 6-1 in conference.
Future looking bright then. Got a number of players in the later game tonight, varsity seniors for both sides. Only 2 underclassmen will be starting in that game.
Yeah, we're looking for Winton Woods to pressure on defense tonight. But this will be a nice challenge for him, Nate.
Hook shot falls away, and so Winton Woods will look to be the first team on the scoreboard. Plenty of dribbling around at the moment, and then drive into the lane and a foul call.
It looks like we got a foul on Weisbrod.
Winton Woods will get another chance at this, and the running jumper is no good, but a foul.
Yeah, on number 10, Jacob Repetto.
And this will be 2 free throws upcoming for Evan Sewsbury. Looking for the first points of the game, 2 minutes in.
Yeah, Kings is coached by Bobby Fales. He's a graduate of Forest Park. He's been their coach for 2 years now.
Good to see bloodlines going strong. 1-0, and second free throw is no good, so 1-0, it will stay.
Yeah, Tommy Clark is checking in for Jacob Repetto. Winton Woods is in their pressure defense, full court.
Tommy Clark working his way up the floor, and another whistle.
It was on Cash Ingram.
So it'll be Repetto to inbound. Team down by 1 in a low-scoring affair here so far. Miles Baker, plenty of pressure, gets it away. And now Repetto in the corner, got to work his way out of a double team and may need a tie-up.
We got a held ball. It's going to be a Kings ball.
So Repetto once again to inbound. Knights still looking for their first points of the ball game. 4:41 to go here in this first quarter.
Got a little slight delay. He's trying to get the cheerleaders to move.
Ah, there we go. Repetto, the junior, dishes, and now the drive inside, and plenty of traffic there in the middle.
And foul on Elijah Gilbert.
Baker to inbound. That one nearly disrupted by Gilbert. And it's taken away. That's something that Winton Woods does very well. They get a lot of steals, and there's a capitalization on the other end.
A chance for a three-point play. That was Miles Baker on the foul.
And Ciante Stewart able to get that lay in. All set up there by the steal by Tramar Harris. Bend at the knee, shot no good, but the two-pointer will count. So 3-0, Winton Woods has the lead as we approach 4 minutes to go in this opening quarter. Kings still looking for their first points, and that's not going to do it.
Yeah, that was a strong rebound by Elijah Gilbert that time.
A couple of good things out of him so far. Sewsbury gives it up.
And Kings is packed in that zone, so they're going to have to shoot from outside.
Kings comes up with a turnover of their own on the other end. It's no good. Put back good from Baker.
Miles Baker. Nice put back.
Gets Kings within one. Now on the other end, Winton Woods distribution, and the three from the corner bounces away. Rebound almost pulled in.
Tramar
Harris.
Looks like we got Phil Arter checking in for Sewsbury.
So far tonight, there's been a whole lot of up and down, not so much on the scoreboard. So both teams are looking to settle into their pace tonight.
Yeah, that's to be expected, though, the high energy.
You expect perhaps some of the high energy might favor Winton Woods by a little bit?
Well, but Kings plays a nice brand of team ball. So, you know, the high energy is good. Leads to a lot of turnovers and fast break points. Kings, they're going to have to be solid with their passing, running their sets, and pretty much they just wing it. They don't have many set.
I believe this timeout called by Kings, is that right?
Yeah, 30-second timeout.
So Bobby Falls talking with his guys. Heard him shouting a couple of times and hasn't exactly been pleased with the way this game has started, so trying to calm him down a little bit. For all that, though, Knights find themselves down only by one as it's been a close game here in the early going.
Well, they've been very competitive this year. They're 6-1 in conference, and they're 8-4 overall. So they last played Anderson and came up short, but they played them tough.
So Baker running the point up top.
Looks like Winton Woods is back down into their 2-3 zone.
3:05 on the clock. Pass over to Clark. Now baseline drive, and it's taken away again. Here come the Warriors. In transition, nice with the finish, Phil Arter.
Yeah, that double team led to that turnover that time.
Lead back up to 3 for the Warriors, 5-2. On the outside, quick release, and it's no good. Clark had a decent look from the outside, unable to get it, and
looks like Solomon Brooks is checking in for Cash Ingram.
Ingram to the bench, two-way player, has some varsity minutes played on this season. Inbound makes its way to Repetto, and from the corner. That one misfires as Clark has missed a couple of threes.
Good position. Weisbrod. Yeah, Winton Woods is either going to have to hit their outside shots or get some penetration and a kick out against this zone.
Nice pass inside, capitalizes with some points. We've seen a nice couple of minutes here early from Gilbert.
Right, that was a nice putback by him there.
He's been able to score it a little bit. You mentioned him for a couple of rebounds, and it's a nice score there. Number 25 of Kings. Not sure, we had a couple of numbers scrambled for Kings as well, so we'll do our best to find that out. May have to find it out at halftime to give the young man some credit.
Looks like Jack Nuri is checking in.
Ball stays with the Warriors, and Brooks will be the inbound. In the backcourt, and it will be Stewart to bring it up. Stewart loses it, and it's out of bounds, an unforced error.
Yeah, he got in a hurry there, lost control.
Seven 6 is Baker. The teardrop floater won't go. And Gilbert working on Barker. Now from the outside. That three rattles out for Arter.
Long pass.
They handle it, and here's Baker, the distribution. Pass up of the three-pointer, and there's a foul in the air.
It looks like Gilbert has picked up his second.
Hammered Colton Weisbrod.
Yeah, he's going to have a seat. And Armand Seal be checking in after this first free throw.
Free throw is left short, so it stays at 7-6. Still a chance for the Knights to try and tie this one up. 7-7.
It looked like Gilbert was shaking up a little bit there. He caught one in the nether regions.
Second free throw no good either, but the rebound pulled in by Kings. They'll have another opportunity. As time is winding down, 40 seconds left to go in the quarter.
Yeah, they're going to have Winton Woods is going to have a little more of a challenge now that Nuri looks like he's 6'7", so he's pretty big in the middle, and Gilbert, he's trying to shake it off, and they're going to need him down the stretch. Jacob Ellison checks in.
Got to get it in, and collision will end up Kings with the basketball. Lucky there for Weisbrod. Don't know if he was going to be able to handle that one, that it was touched by Winton Woods to avoid
get it over. Back. Just make it.
Just in the nick of time, and shot bounces away. Rebound no good by Nuri. A foul.
Yeah, Armand Seals on the foul. You can see what that Nuri's size is causing a problem down low. They're going to need Gilbert.
They say he wasn't in the act of shooting. 24.7 seconds on the clock.
Winton Woods' next foul will put him in the penalty.
Warriors,
nice steal by Armand.
Able to get this in transition, and there's Ciante Stewart. Second bucket of the game, 9-6. Warriors on top with 10 seconds to go. Miles Baker on the perimeter, 5 seconds. Barker's had the green light a couple of times this quarter. He'll have to take the shot, heaves it up, and it falls short.
Yeah, it was partially blocked by Ciante Stewart.
So 9-6 is your score at the end of one.
Yeah, Nate, Winton Woods went to that zone defense, but King countered by putting Jack Nuri in there, and he's causing problems down low. So they're going to have to pack it in and try to negate his size. He's 6'7". And we'll see how well they do with that here in the second quarter.
Well, if for nothing else, the wingspan there makes it difficult, even if haven't gotten a chance to see too much movement out of him, so don't know how his feet are, but that's always going to disrupt something in the middle, especially on a JV squad.
That's correct, but these kids are a lot larger now. It's nothing unusual to see kids 6'4", 6'5", 6'6", even sometime at the freshman level. It looks like Winton Woods had a ball coming out.
This will be the first time, I believe, on the court for Deuce Mathis. Oh.
It's up.
So 9-6 will be your score as we head here into the second quarter. Keep an eye out, 16 fouls for Winton Woods. You had mentioned they're one away from the bonus, 3 fouls for Kings.
Right. And the thing is, 2 of those fouls are against Gilbert, and he seems to be their mainstay down low. Looks like Deuce Mathis is checked in along with Imante Wea.
Justin Hill as well out there on the court, and there's a shot off the backboard.
Cody Irwin.
Kings going the other way. A lot of contact there in the lane.
Oh, and count the basket. They got him for a block.
So that will be the score from Cody Irwin, and he'll be at the line, try and cap off the 3-point play.
Yeah, Monte Wheel was on the foul.
And that will put Kings in the bonus for the rest of the way.
Yeah, they
Irwin
counted the
drops it
basket.
down.
That was a 3-point play. He was fouled in the act.
I thought that free throw counted. Hasn't changed up on the scoreboard yet, so we'll call. There we go. Change is made, so it's 9 apiece. Warriors have been up by as many as 5 and are now tied up with the visiting Knights.
Yeah, Deuce Mathis should be plenty warm. He played in the freshman game. Oh, nice rebound by Wea and with the putback.
Nicely done. Warriors pull ahead by 2. 11-9. Kings down. Nuri back to basket. Getting plenty of pressure defensively. Gives it off. And the extra distribution.
And Winton Woods is in that 2-3 zone. Oh, Nuri got free.
When you're 6'7", just slide to the basket. That makes it easy. 11-11.
It looks like Kings is in their 2-3 zone as well. They're going to have, Winton Woods is going to have to get some penetration in the kick in order to beat that zone there.
Ingram across to Wea from the outside. Bounces off the front end of the iron.
Long rebounds, long shots. Nuri with the block.
That long reach gets him a stuff, and here comes King. Nuri with the
Nuri
finish.
running the floor, the big fella.
Ho, ho.
Send it in, send it in.
So Kings taking a lead for the first time here in the second quarter. 13-11, and Kings nearly got the steal with a foul.
Yeah, they got the lineman on the foul that time.
It was close, but he didn't strip, strictly speaking, just the basketball. So Warriors get it back. They're down 2, 4:43 to go here in the second quarter. As Lathan will inbound. Imagine it will go to Mathis in the backcourt. It does, and right away Sewsbury takes it over.
There's Wea.
You saw it in his eyes. He wanted to shoot that,
Yes,
but
he
he
did.
hesitated. Driving baseline, Weah trying to go with the reverse layup.
Yeah, Nuri altered that shot.
Good rebound, and then Nuri pulls in the board.
Yes.
Here come the Knights. Pass to the outside, Lyman well short. Say out of bounds, last touch by Kings.
Warriors ball. We got David Denson checking in for Amonte Weah. Winton Woods is going to have to get some penetration on that zone, Nate.
Oh, Nuri blocking up the lane. They haven't been able to work the interior so much, but I'm sure they'll find a way to work around it at some point.
3-point shot.
That one's good.
Yes.
David Denson buries it for 3.
Right, that's what the Warriors have to do. And once they hit a few of those, then it'll bring Kings out of that zone.
Knights trying a 3 of their own. That one bounces away. Nuri with the board. Shot won't go. And here comes Sewsbury into the lane, foul called.
It looks like that foul was on Nate Lyman. I believe that's his second. We've got Weisbrod getting ready to check back in as well as Baker.
Sewsbury to the line, trying to extend the Warriors' lead here. Looks clean on the first one, and a couple of substitutions into the game for the Knights.
Yeah, Irwin and Nuri go out. So we'll see how Winton Woods respond to the big fella being set down for a rest here.
Substitution has Baker back in, and Nuri getting some instruction from the coach on the way to the bench.
Yeah, he's going to get a breather.
15-13 Warriors make that 16-13 as Sewsbury is 2 of 2 from the line. 3-point deficit for the Knights with 3:20 on the clock.
Yeah, the Warriors are back to that man-to-man now that the big fella's out. Aiden Hinterlong is checked in for the Warriors.
See if they can capitalize defensively with Nuri out. Rebound grabbed. And a little bit of disruption. Putback is good from 25 of Kings.
And that's his second basket.
Been doing some good work on the interior. 1-point ball game. Denson, who has the lone 3-pointer in the game, gives it off.
Yeah, they're working around the outside. They need some penetration up, Nate.
Approaching 2 minutes to go. Warriors still hanging out on the perimeter. Haven't yet been able to find a hole in the defense. Long 2 is no good. And rebound, here comes Kings in a hurry. Lyman, Euro step, and it's too strong.
Good for rebound by Lathan. The Warriors have to pull it out there, 2 on 3.
Sewsbury content to dribble up top. Warriors still with the lead. Sewsbury will take the 3-pointer. It bounces away, a rebound, and then a subsequent foul. So that'll send Frank Lathan to the line. And that's 16 fouls for Kings, so one more, and Winton Woods will be in the bonus the rest of the way as well.
Yeah, it looks like Solomon Brooks is getting ready to check in for the Warriors.
Lathan's first shot no good.
And gives Deuce Mathis a break. Very competitive game so far.
Certainly has been back and forth, but you feel like if you were scoring this, you'd give I mean, they do have the edge in points, but Winton Woods has looked just a little bit better on both ends. Of course, just as I say that, Kings decides to change things up a little bit.
Evan Repetto with the putback. Kings back in their zone. They're going to stay in it until Winton Woods hits their outside shots or penetrates.
1 minute to go. Warriors down by 1. Brooks back over to Hinterlong, and now Sewsbury looking for a crease. Long two-pointer.
Off 1 foot.
Trying to do a little Steph Curry action.
Looks like Repetto comes down with it. Oh, foul on Sewsbury. 1 and 1. Looks like Tommy Clark is checking in for Nate Lyman.
Missed who the foul will be credited, so Baker will be at the line to shoot the front end of the 1 and 1. Chance for Kings to extend its lead. That one cleanly through, and it's 18-16.
Yeah, this is just a 2-point game. This is very competitive. They're pretty evenly matched. Winton Woods is 6 and 4 on the year.
Baker makes a pair, so 19-16.
Yeah, they can either tie it or try to get something before the half, Nate.
See if they hold for a final shot here. They got 20 seconds. Hinterlong looking for an outlet, and that one is going to be over.
He throws
Barker
away.
the other way, the nice pass, and no finish.
Yeah, behind the back by Wiesbrod. Oh, but he commits the foul. So it's going to be 1 and 1. Kings is in the penalty now.
Well, we just saw Kings on one end with Baker make both shots of a 1 and 1.
Yeah, the other Repetto brother checks in, Jacob Repetto. And it looks like Solomon Brooks will go to the line.
Got a mix-up, I believe, at the scores table.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
flashing 19-19 right now.
Right.
Still 19-16. Brooks, big bend in the knees and can't hit the front end.
Yeah. Yeah, David Denson was on the push foul. So Kings will get a chance to shoot 1 and 1 again.
Well, we've seen plenty of these here at the end of the quarter.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of the fans yell for an over the back foul. There's no such thing.
And that one goes down smoothly. So Kings on the back of free throws, pulling away just a hair here at the end of the first half.
Yeah, they're up by 4.
There'll be 3 seconds left on the clock. See about the outcome of this second free throw. Shot coming, and missed the second part of it. Clock starts. They only got about half a second, and that'll be
out of time.
The end of the first half. 20-16, and what's been a competitive first half. Knights have it by 4 going into halftime.
If I play sports for my school, I'll learn how to be part of a team.
I will have more friends. I will be active now and when I'm a grown-up.
I will learn how to work hard.
I'll have better attendance.
I'll learn how to overcome adversity. I'll be more likely to go to college. I will learn how to get along with others. If I play sports for my school.
If I play sports for my school.
If I play sports for my school.
I must learn to be a good student during school if I want to put on my uniform after school.
right, as we said, we were going to try to find out the number 25. They had him listed as number 15. That's Cato Meisner.
Well, Meisner's been looking good on the inside. Had a couple of bank shots go in, and he's been working the offensive glass.
Yeah, just a freshman. The Kings ball.
Nathaniel Hipsley and James Johnson with you for the second half. Knights up 20-16 on the road against the Warriors of Winton Woods.
It looked like the Warriors are in that man-to-man. Gilbert has to be careful. He's got 2 fouls already.
Baker off to Meisner. Wiesbrod, the feed inside. Repetto will give it right back.
Meisner.
See it a second time. Got your good look there in the first half. And
oh, Kings' pressure.
doing it again in the second. 22-16, half dozen lead for the Knights.
Now they pack it in.
Stewart, the three, drains it.
Very nice, very nice.
Second three-pointer for Kings, Ciante Stewart cuts the lead in half, 22-19.
And that's what they have to do against that zone, Nate.
Baker working the interior. And
Blocked by
Winwood's going to
Gilbert.
come up with it. Here comes Stewart into the lane. He takes a tumble, gives it up, and he walked.
Yeah, he got out of control, but that was good defense by the Warriors. They come up with the steal.
We saw that a few different times there in the first half. They were able to come up with some steals at key moments, so they'll need a few more of those, keep pace with Kings, and perhaps take the lead.
Well, they're more comfortable when they're man-to-man defense. But when Nuri comes, there's another steal.
Tapped away, and it's Stewart again on the attack. Ciante Stewart off the glass.
All the way to the bucket. That's their more comfortable defense, Nate.
Quick 5 points for Stewart, and it is 22-21. Baker from downtown. And then the putback is good.
Gilbert was fortunate that time.
Evan Repetto with the lead back up to 3, 24-21. Stewart got to get it away, and it's taken away. Jacob Repetto out of bounds.
Back to the Warriors.
A little bit of jawing on the Warriors side, trying to get communication as they're going to be on offense.
And Mathis inbounds it.
Mathis with the pass, and the running jumper banks off and good for Ray Humphreys.
Cuts it to 1, Nate.
Things picking up offensively much more here in the second half than we saw in the first. And that one rejected, but a foul.
Yeah, that's Gilbert's third. He's been pretty aggressive.
He has, and 4.5 to go in the third quarter. You wonder, will he stay out there or does he go to the bench?
Well, I'd leave him out there. But you would expect for Kings to put Nuri back in a minute. Just as we say that, Imonte Wea checks in for Gilbert. Meisner's hit all of his foul shots tonight.
25-23 Kings. And now the Warriors trying to pull, tie. This might do it to take the lead, and Deuce Mathis is offline. Humphreys, no good, and the rebound pulled in by Meisner.
Yeah, the Warriors have been all over the boards.
Wiesbrod steps inside, gets his own rebound, throws it up, and the foul incoming.
Fremar Harris.
Weisbrod to the line to shoot a pair. First shot cleanly through.
Yeah, Kings has been making, they've been making their foul throws. That's the difference. We got Tommy Clark's checking in for Jacob Repetto. Looks like we got Solomon Brooks getting ready to check back in also for the Winton Warriors.
Clark, you can tell a couple of times there in the first half, was looking to go from 3 as it's now a 4-point lead for the Knights. So look for him to try and get something working from the perimeter for the Knights. Under 4 to play. Stewart with the distribution.
Monte Wea with the long, too strong.
Wea no good. Baker gets it away. Repetto up court to Weisbrod. The pass to Meisner, and the finish gets the lead back up to 6 for Kings Knights.
Yeah, that was a nice left-handed finish for Meisner. We'll see how the Warriors respond, Nate.
Well, Stewart has been a juggernaut, at least handling the ball up into the court. Been looking to drive and kick a couple of times. Harris across to Wea. Wea to Deuce, and it's stripped away.
Mathis, Baker.
Foot race, and Baker made a move, couldn't complete it. He'll take himself a jumper instead. Barely a jumper.
Timeout. They need a timeout. Full timeout for Winton Woods there, Nate.
Lead is now to 8 points, 31-23, after the nice run by Kings.
Yeah, we're going to have to see how the Warriors respond here. And generally, they turn up the defense.
Well, we've seen that a number of times with the steals. So hopefully some of those defensive pressures lead to points on the other end, I would imagine.
Right, because that seems to be the only way they're going to get the layups. They're not getting any layups, against this Kings defense right now. And Kings is backed up in the zone. But if Winton Woods can't hit the outside shots, it's going to be hard for them.
Concern might be as well, you see Jack Nuri is standing there for Kings. He might be coming into the ball game, and he was disrupting things in the middle there early in that first half. So after getting a breather and chance to check back in, it could change the tide of things.
Right, we'll see how the Warriors handle it. We'll see what coach has in store for them, and they tighten up that defense, they'll be able to get right back in it. They're only down 8, so it's not insurmountable. Looks like Kings is coming out with some full court pressure, Nate.
Well, Nuri's not coming into the ball game yet, so perhaps a sigh of relief for Winton Woods. Stewart up to Harris. Harris back to Stewart, working his way in from the left wing.
Penetration right there. That's what they have to do. That's what they have to do.
Slices his way inside, and Stewart will go to the line.
Yeah, he's a slasher.
Foul will go on Evan Repetto.
Looks like Latham is checking in for Imonte Wea for the Warriors. And when they penetrate like that and then leave the shooter open for a jump shot outside.
Free throw no good, and Meisner will pull it in. So 6-point lead for Kings. Repetto going right to the basket. Won't go, and rebound pulled in.
Good rebound by Latham.
Chance of back-to-back buckets for the Warriors. Move, hop, skip, and a jump. And they're going to get Stewart.
Yeah, that's Winton Woods at their best right there.
Perhaps one extra bunny hop with the basketball, and that's what led to the travel call. Kings got to get it across. They do.
Winton Woods back in there man-to-man.
Holding on to a 6-point lead, 31-25. Meisner looking for some room, and he traveled on the other end, so the turnover goes right back to the Warriors.
Meisner. We got Phil Arders checking in for Deuce Mathis. And also Nate Lyman is checking in for Meisner.
Meisner to the bench with 8 points, I believe, to lead all scores.
There's the penetration again. That's what they have to do.
Bank shot
That's
is good from Harris.
Oh, we got a inbound violation on the baseline for the Warriors.
Well, hold on to your hats. Here come the Warriors. They've cut an 8-point deficit in half. They've got themselves an extra possession. See what they can do with it here.
Baker.
He tapped that one out of bounds, so the Warriors will keep it. Tramar Harris.
Yeah, they're getting a little more penetration right now, and that's what they have to do.
Keep looking to attack that interior.
That's
Stewart
correct.
going to work on Repetto. Into the lane.
Yeah, see, that's the coaches told them, take it to the hole. And
it's possible the foul might have bailed him out a little bit. He was
bit.
driving in there wild.
It was a little fortunate that time, and Warriors ball on the baseline there.
Well, both teams ended up in the single bonus by the end of that first half. Only 2 team fouls for both sides.
See how he kicks that out.
Good look for Harris.
That was a good look though, and then right back to the rim.
My goodness me.
That's the key for him.
31-29 now. Momentum swinging in favor of the Warriors. Repetto off to Barker, and Lyman driving baseline. One more pass, and that 3 is good from Repetto.
And Kings with some token pressure. Stewart.
Evan Repetto, and
Once
then
again.
the drive. Put back no good.
Missed
Here comes
opportunity.
Kings. Lyman way out in front. He'll lay it in smoothly on the other end.
Yeah, the Warriors missed 2 opportunities at a bunny, but you can see there.
That's tough for Winton Woods. They put together a nice drive to get themselves back in, and then Kings gets right back in it.
But that's their ticket. Take it to the basket.
So I suppose at this point, if you're the head coach of Winton Woods, you just tell them to stay on the attack.
Stay on the attack.
And the rest of it will take care of itself.
Well, we got a reach in by Tramar Harris. It looks like Justin Hill is checking in. Also Deuce Mathis. As Frank Latham and Tramar Harris go out. Winton Woods, they're getting some fresh bodies in there. I expect them to turn up the pressure on defense a little bit.
Baker looking for a lane to the inside, gives it off to Repetto, who's got 5 points here in the third quarter. Lyman on the corner, nice pass to Wiesbrod. 1 extra pass. Baker looking to find that man. Barker misses.
Yeah, that was a nice rebound by Phil Arter. Pushed by Miles Baker. Here comes the big fella, Jack Nuri's checking in.
Figured we'd see him at some point in this game.
See, this is where they need Gilbert. But he's got those 3 fouls.
.30 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Three-pointer is no good. Rebound pulled in, though.
Arter
and a block
gets it
by
blocked.
Clark. Clark looking to go inside. Bank shot, no good.
14 seconds to go.
Mathis with it on the perimeter. Settles for the long 2. No good on the bank.
Yeah,
Kings will have one last shot at this. Skips off the hands. And the Warriors will have one last heave at the
Good
buzzer.
if it goes. Oh, off the top of the backboard. Would have been good.
7-point lead for the Knights as we head into quarter number 4.
Yeah, the Winton Woods Warriors, they were on a nice little run there. They were driving the ball to the basket, getting through the free throw line, and unfortunately at the very end they missed a couple opportunities. They can't afford to do that. This Kings team is solid. So Winton Woods, they're down by 7, which that's only 3 baskets. That's nothing. So we'll see how they do.
Well, I think on that seesaw back and forth, Winton Woods pulls to within 2, and they never stopped attacking. It's just they got a little sloppy with it as they continued on the attack, and a couple troubled possessions allowed Kings to get a couple of shots off.
Right, your better teams make you pay. So we'll see what Winton Woods does here, and they'll probably see them in their zone again.
The Warriors will be trying to take down a team, as you mentioned, that's 6-1 in conference
Yes,
play. So you're going to have to bring your best if you want to take down one of the best.
We'll see how they handle it.
7-point game with 7 minutes on the clock. 3 team fouls apiece, so not as many fouls have occurred so far in this second half. And here goes quarter number 4.
Kings is in their matchup 2-3 zone.
Harris will heave up a 3-pointer. It's short off the front end of the iron.
Yeah.
Rebound collected by Winton Woods.
Yeah, that's not their ticket, though. They need to get back to the penetration. It looked like Stewart is getting a breather on the bench. He was their best penetrator during that third quarter.
Cody Irwin's back in the game. He had himself
There's
some
a
good
turnover.
play in the first half.
2-on-1. All the way.
Sewsbury into the lane.
Couldn't
and
finish.
Put it off the iron. Now Tommy Clark passing it up the court, and Repetto couldn't handle it.
It goes back the other way. Looks like Kings has some token full court pressure here. Just to slow it down a little bit. Make Winton Woods work. Sewsbury breaks it with no problem, kicks it out.
Harris takes a step in and drills the long 2. 36-31.
That was a nice penetration and kick out. That's what you have to do against that zone. Oh, good defense by the Warriors. Caused the turnover.
Cody Irwin walked, and now the Warriors will have another opportunity. They've had one run at the Knights here in the third quarter.
Like Baker's checking back in for them.
Pulled it within 2, and now they're going to try another go. Under 6 minutes to play as Sewsbury takes it across the timeline.
And the Kings is content to make Winton Woods be an outside team.
And that plays to their advantage. You've said many a time that they should be trying to slash towards the basket.
Just like that. Just like that. Just like that.
That'll pay off every time.
Just
Cash
like that.
Ingram cashes in. 36-33.
That's their ticket. Timeout by Kings. Yeah, it looks
Probably
like
well timed. That possession was starting to break down a little bit for the Knights.
it looks like Repetto got away with a violation that time. But looks like we got a full 60-second timeout for the Knights. But Winton Woods is hanging tough in this one. They're only down by 3. We'll see how they handle it. Looks like Ciante Stewart's got a pretty nice little break. Looks like he's going to be checking back in.
They will certainly be able to use him here in the last 5:20 to go in this game. It's only a 3-point ball game.
Just 3
Been
points.
back and forth for a lot of the night. Seemed like Winton Woods had the upper hand for most of the first half, and then Kings towards the end of that second quarter was able to get some momentum, had the 4-point lead, and then it's been the Warriors chasing the Knights ever since. But always within striking distance.
Yeah, well, it looks like Stewart's going to remain on the bench. He's talking to the coach, as well as Gilbert. We'll see how the Warriors do.
I'm right here, guys. I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm right here.
Little pressure on the defense.
Lyman inside. That's a nice finish for Kings.
Yeah, that was a nice hesitation move by Lyman. And the slash. Oh, pressure defense. Lyman, he took too many steps that time. Okay, here comes Stewart. Yeah, they need his penetration.
Stewart will come in, Denson to the bench.
And Kings has token full court pressure again.
Under 5 minutes to play now. 5-point lead for the Knights. Sewsbury bringing it up.
Long pass,
And it is intercepted by Repetto. Nearly taken away as Ingram was hunting the steal.
The big fella's calling for it underneath.
Norrie shot no good. And the foul goes on who?
On number 5, Traymar Harris. Oh, no, he went with 33, Justin Hill.
Oh, there you go. Can see it, but I think we might disagree from our vantage point, but we weren't as close. Norrie's free throw is good. 6-point lead for the Knights. And he's got one more in rhythm. He misses it.
Knights pull it down.
Now Sewsbury will pull up and drains that one beautifully.
Nice little jumper.
Lead down to 4.
The Warriors with their full court pressure.
Knights had to get that one in. Baker always looking for the pass. And they're going to get Ingram with a foul.
It looks like we got Mathis and Latham checking back in for Justin Hill and Sewsbury for the Warriors.
Lyman the inbound into the backcourt for Baker. Be guarded by Ingram.
I'm surprised the Warriors are in there man-to-man. That's been their best defense.
Lyman, the shifty move inside, 41-35.
Deontay Stewart, he lost control of it.
Repetto now going back the other way.
Cash
Repetto
Ingram.
has it stripped out, but a foul on Ingram. That's his second in about 30 seconds.
Yes, that's their 6th. Looks like Phil Arter is checking back in for Cash Ingram.
Oh, Ingram with the fouls will have to go out for a bit. And it will be Lyman who inbounds.
Looks like Frank Latham's playing some pretty good defense on the big fella. Oh, but he gets it down low. Oh, he misses the lay-in.
On the high-low, Norrie can't cash in. Warriors still alive. Got to get something going on this offensive possession. Arter off to Mathis.
Yeah, that's who they want to have it is Deontay Stewart. He's been their best penetrator.
Harris can't get the three-pointer to go. Now a
Arter.
3 from the wing, and Arter can't get it. Put back is good by Harris.
Very good. Down by 4.
All this second half, Winton Woods has stayed within striking distance. Can they pull it even closer? Norrie the rebound, can't finish, pulls in his own rebound. It doesn't go again. Norrie having some trouble down on that end.
Warriors ball.
It'll be going to Winton Woods.
Looks like Wiesbrod is checking back in for the big fella.
Take a look there. Norrie had a couple of looks at it, and that could be potentially a change in this game, a fruitless possession for the Knights.
Deontay Stewart, he's trapped. Mathis has it stolen away.
Poked away, Irwin to the floor. Has the presence of mind to get it passed up. He's back off the deck. 4-point game with 2.5 minutes to go. Irwin being pressured by Mathis.
Yeah, they're in that pressure man-to-man. That's their best defense.
Weisbrod into the corner for Repetto. It rattles out. That was a good look.
Oh!
And the Warriors will have it.
It looks like we got Tommy Clark checking in for the Knights, as well as Cash Ingram comes back in, and Sweesbury in for Arter and Justin Hill. Frank Latham. Kings with the token pressure again.
Still, it's a 4-point game in the hands of Stewart. Now Mathis. Give it off to Sewsbury. Sewsbury, elbow jumper, falls away, and Harris can't pull it in. Sewsbury, though.
Nice rebound. Fremar Harris, that was strong. There's the penetration.
Ingram running inside, and one.
Yeah, he gets 2 shots. Look like Meisner's getting ready to check back in for Kings.
Fooled me there a little bit from
His
my
angle.
vantage point. It fooled me, and I thought it went in. So
Yeah, that was a nice drive.
2 shots for Ingram. 1:52 on the clock, makes the first to make it a 3-point game.
Meisner checks in for Lyman.
It's the first time since midway through the 3rd quarter. This is a 1-possession ball game.
Looks like Justin Hill is checking in. For Mathis. Mathis is holding his lower back.
Keep an eye on that one. One more shot for Cash. And it's good. 2-point ball game. Closest Winton Woods has been again since midway through the 3rd quarter. 1:48 on the clock.
Full court pressure.
Knights trying to escape with a win on the road and improve to 7-1 in conference play.
Close to a 5-second count.
Gets it away. Meisner inside. It's swatted away.
That was a good block by Cash Ingram that time.
It'll stay on this end of the floor. Winton Woods, 1 foul away from 7, so Kings a foul away from being in the bonus. Gotta be careful.
Almost
Nearly
a
gives
steal.
it up. Wide open look, and Weisbrod decides to pass it up. That one disrupted, or it could have been a good play from Tommy Clark. Now Weisbrod working inside, another block.
Justin Hill.
And it's poked away, he's clutching it, and
Yeah,
timeout taken by Kings.
Yeah, but they didn't have possession. They didn't have possession, so they can't get the timeout. He can't get it. You got to have team possession in order to be able to call a timeout. And the ball was still rolling in between the 2
Let's see
players.
if they've got it here on the replay. And it cut off just at the end, so won't be able to quite see on replay.
Right, yeah, they didn't award it to him.
Okay.
So the possession arrow goes with Kings. Now Winton Woods is calling the 30-second timeout.
I guess after something like that, with a little bit of controversy, you want to settle your guys, but also you got to map out how the next 1:05 goes, because you're close to completing the comeback, but you want to make sure you get it rightly done.
Right, they changed it to a full timeout, a full 60 seconds. Yeah, if they don't have team control, the refs aren't going to allow either one of them, either one of the coaches to call timeout. That was a point of emphasis this year.
Gotcha. See, this is where it helps to have a referee in the broadcast booth.
Well, it's a tough job, and I respect these guys greatly. And kids this side, the game just gets faster and faster and faster. And this is just the JV.
I myself have a hard time following it sometimes. So you just have that much more respect for referees at this level, and think about all the way up to the NBA. They're able to follow guys who
Those
are
are
that
the best
fast.
of the best, best of the best. Looks like Kings is inbounding it.
Baker into Tommy Clark.
Clark off to Meisner. There is now 1 minute to play. Knights up by 2. Timeout call by Kings.
Oh,
Thought about it.
he said 5 out, and the referee thought he
Oh.
right. That's an offensive set.
I'll tell you what, he fooled me too, because I thought I heard timeout.
That's happened to me before. They say the coach says 5 out for the offensive set, and the referee thinks they stays with Kings.
My goodness, 47.7 on the clock.
Looks like Mathis and Latham are checking in. Justin Hill gave him some good defense there. He had a block and some rebounding. He and Sweesbury check out. They got a little bit more quickness in.
Feed right inside to Meisner. And then up top, Kings keeping it on the perimeter. 40 seconds now.
Almost stolen by Mathis that time.
Pressure being put on by Mathis.
Yeah, Mathis is their energy guy.
Costly foul. This is going to go against Ingram. Caught him in midair.
They'll be in the bonus done. Meisner's, looks like Shrewsbury's checking back in.
Meisner's been pretty good from the line so far here tonight.
I don't think he's missed.
He's not a guy that you'd want to be seeing here if you're the Warriors.
Cash Ingram checks out. Staying close to the scorer's table. He'll be probably checking back in. Nothing but net for Meisner there.
Nothing but net indeed. So it's up to 3. Meisner hoping to make this a 2-possession game.
So Ingram checks back in for Frank Latham for the Warriors. .32 seconds left to go, Nate.
Meisner's shot is good, and that is huge.
Yes, it is. That makes it a 2-possession game. 32 seconds to go.
Full timeout. So both sides getting some instruction from their coaches. Winton Woods, for the most part, I don't think you change up a whole lot. You're trying to drive inside like you have been the whole game, but you got to go quick at this point. There's really no time to waste.
And you got to go quick, and then you got to try to get a turnover. So they'll put their quicker guys in to see if they can come up with a steal on the offensive end. But right now, I could see their penetrators trying to take it to the cup. You know, in Ciante Stewart, you got Shrewsbury in there, who's been making some short mid-range jumpers. And you got Mathis. Those are your energy guys. So we'll see how Winton Woods' composure holds up.
Back out onto the floor they go. It's a 4-point lead for the Kings Knights.
The Kings will probably give them some token full court pressure just to slow them down some. Which they do.
Any clock that they can bleed will go in the favor of the visitors.
They back out of it real quickly.
Here comes Ciante Stewart.
Kings only has four team fouls.
Don't have a lot of time to be able to hold. They got 20 seconds left. Harris to the outside. Stewart bounces away, and Meisner pulls it in. This should be the end of it. And a foul here on the other end, but looks like Kings is going to escape with this one.
Yeah, it looks like Stewart on the foul. Yeah, I don't think that's what the coach wanted, but when the clock runs down, you got to take what you can get. Looks like Lyman is going to the line.
Lyman with a 1-and-1.
They still got time.
Need to be banking on a miss, though. Nate Lyman.
They put the big fellow Jack Nuri in for rebounding.
He does miss.
Meisner
able to get it out of bounds.
Oh, he's been huge.
Man.
Okay.
Thought he was going to have have it out of bounds on a Winton Woods player. Instead, it'll be Winton Woods with 7 seconds.
Need a quick shot.
Running up, quick trigger, and that one falls away. Time will expire, and 43-39 is your final.
Cash Ingram couldn't get it to fall. But Winton Woods fought their heart out tonight. This was a very competitive, good game. The Knights are no slouches, and they came in here and they got a win. That's tough to do, especially in this conference. That moves them to 7-1 in conference and 9-4 overall. It drops Winton Woods 6-5.
A good competitive fight on both sides. Warriors fall just short in their comeback bid, 43-39, the final score. Stick around with us. We'll have the varsity game to you in about 20 minutes. From Nathaniel Hipsley and James Johnson, good night, everyone.